Hello, this is Mrinal. Are you aware of these men and women and children fighting for a cause on the streets of Delhi? Almost a million of them. And that too in Delhi. In December, January, Delhi is ice cold, isn't it? And the air quality in Delhi, as we know, is the worst in the world. Delhi has the worst air quality among all national capitals in the world with a huge margin. Still, these people are protesting, breathing really bad air in ice cold weather. Why? Do you see all these food they are making for themselves to eat while protesting? Somebody farmed certain ingredients, right? So that they could buy the ingredients and then make food. These guys didn't really buy anything because they are the farmers. I mean, technically, they farmed it. They represent the farmers of this huge country, and this country is the second largest food producing country after China. And who is working hard to produce all these food for us? Right, these people, millions of them. And among those millions, almost a million from neighboring states of Delhi, such as Rajasthan, Haryana, Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, are gathered in Delhi to protest against government of India because it passed certain laws a couple of months ago. There are three farm bills and ordinances. Firstly, there are three farm bills. What does these bills do? Number one, there are government regulated mandis in several states. Usually, these farmers sell their produce, agricultural produce, to these mandis, and these mandis act as a middleman and then they sell it to whoever wants it. These mandis are regulated by the state government. The new law says farmers need not depend on mandis to sell their produce to big corporate companies. And they can directly sell to corporate companies without consulting or going through the state government regulated mandis. So the first among the three farm bills says farmers can directly sell to corporate companies or the corporate companies can directly buy from farmers. The second farm bill says farmers can enter into contracts with these big companies and according to the contract they can produce for these companies. For example, if there's a corporate company that produces tomato ketchup and it wants 6 million tons of tomatoes every quarter, they can enter into a contract with farmers so that these farmers know that these guys need these many millions of tomatoes every quarter and they can produce it, they can give it to them, have the money, enjoy. That's the second bill, right? Now, the third bill. This bill allows big agricultural businesses to stock farm produces and they don't have to listen to state governments about you can't stock these many, you have to limit your stock. Nothing. They can stock as much as they want and sell when they are ready to. Simple. The third bill. And there are two other things. One, farmers will have to pay more as the government of India will change the way electricity bill works for farmlands. Two, farmers cannot burn hay as this will worsen the air quality in Delhi. These farmers have been protesting for more than a month now. Government of India had several chats discussions with them already and it almost promised them that it'll look into the new electricity tariffs and it may go back to the previous levels. It also told them that even if they burn hay, the punishment will not be as severe as the ordinance said. So, two of their demands are already accepted. Personally, I thought, stopping farmers from burning hay will improve the air quality in Delhi and we all can enjoy the great city of Delhi in a better, nicer way. But that's gone because government has already decided that they don't want to push that forward. Anyway, let's go back to the bills. What do these bills do? Number one, farmers can sell as much food produce as they want to big corporate companies. Number two, they can have contracts to produce for big companies. Number three, agricultural businesses can store as much food produce as they want for as long as they want. The two other stuff are already taken care of: electricity and burning hay. And the other three things in the bill, all of them look like, helping farmers, making them earn more money, making them have bigger buyers, better opportunities, right? Still, they are fighting, they are protesting, they are having the meal on the middle of the road in ice cold Delhi while breathing, of course, really bad air. Why are they doing this? Almost a million of them in Delhi, men, women, and children. And there are several protests across the country in many states, almost all states, in fact. What they think is all these laws are there not to help farmers, but huge corporate companies. Why and how? Well, if you look at the bills once more, previously corporate companies had to go through state government regulated mandis with a minimum support price, of course, to buy farm produces. Now, with the bill, there are no minimum support price. The government says it will make sure that there will be minimum support price even with the bill, but there is no legal framework to assure that. So, big corporate companies can directly go to the farmer and buy as much as they want and throw their weight to bargain with these poor farmers. Because if you think about it, which farmer has the ability to negotiate with a big corporate company? Average farmer has 2 acres of land. Will they be able to negotiate with a big corporate company? Or will they be selling at a price the corporate company is offering them? What will happen? Well, they think that the corporate companies will buy from multiple numbers of farmers, even from thousands of them at once, and they'll offer one price. So everybody will be forced to sell at that price because this will be a corporate game then, not like the small mandis selling to small people, and even to big corporate companies. There'll be lesser choices if big companies are entering. And if you look at it closely, there are big companies like Reliance and Amazon fighting for the retail space in India. So if you have a bigger vision, looking at the bigger picture, you can understand, right? And second thing, the legal framework for contracts. Bigger companies will have best advocates, and the farmers will have who? The smallest one, right? Because they don't have the ability to pay for these big law firms. So these contracts will benefit whom? Of course, with a bigger lawyer, you have the better chance in the contract, right? That's the other fear. Then the third bill and the third fear. If an agricultural company can stock as much as they want, what will happen? Always the price of agricultural produce to buy for the poor people of the country will be high, huge, right? Because these people store for as long as they can because they want to sell at a bigger price. And they are just middlemen, they are not farmers. They'll buy from farmers at cheap and they'll keep it for a long term so that they can sell at the biggest, best price. Now, if we think about all of these once again, these people are protesting for a cause, right? I think so. Do you? What do you think? Should they win or should they lose?